Well, this is pretty much the final road for Spencer Burford, man. This is a final opportunity to become a starter once again, but you're going to have to reclaim it. The competition for that left guard spot is wide open, man. Your competition is Ben Barch. All you got to do is have a great camp, great preseason, and do so well that the job is yours. And this is your final opportunity to get a nice contract. Because outside of that, if you can't even get a starting role with this team, you can forget about a big payday opportunity, man. You might be looking elsewhere as a backup at this point of your career. I really like this kid. I've really had a lot of high hopes on this kid, and I hope for the best for the kid, but things are just not looking well for him right now. He can either be a swing tackle, which he's been proven in college, or he can just go play the left guard next to Trent Williams, where he can actually resurrect his career and maybe earn himself a contract back in San Francisco or elsewhere where he can get a nice contract, like similar to Jalen Moore and quite a few other guys like McGlinchey, who got paid pretty nice. So Burford was a starter going in as a rookie. Second year, he had his up and down career. And then going into his third year, he wasn't quite much of a starter. So he's kind of lost those opportunities. Based by the injury, he could have been our starter, but it was just unfortunate what happened. And then Dominic Pooney took over, and the rest was history. Now he has a chance to play on the other side of the guard spot. So him and Trent Williams would be a nice combination. But I feel like his best years can be maybe playing the swing tackle, maybe. I think playing tackle would be where he's best suited, but for the last couple of years, he's been playing guard, so I would think that would be his natural spot right now. The Niners are pretty much hoping that he can pan out at guard, so the competition for him and Ben Barch is pretty much wide open. We're going to see who's going to be the starter. I think the competition is going to be intriguing because you play next to Trent, you're going to be just fine. You're going to have a lot of good production. If Burford ends up winning that job, I would expect him to have something close to what he had as a rookie, where he can actually get his market value up a little more. So I think the sky's the limit for him, but he's just kind of competing for that role. I don't think him on the roster spot's a concern. I think it's more of being a starter, man, because he's going to end up being a backup if he doesn't win that job. So he needs to take advantage of this opportunity. Like what he did as a rookie, he did pretty well. But he's going to have to do a lot more. He's going to have to put a lot of work, which I've seen on his videos, which I've seen on Instagram and all the other stuff he's put out there. He's been putting a lot of work. And from time to time, I've reached out to him. We've had a little conversation here and there. But this guy knows he has to prove himself. So I'm really rooting for this kid to get his shit together, and hopefully he can prove those dollars wrong. I mean, he's had an up and down career with us, but it's a matter of how he can break out. He looks more like a swing tackle at this point of his career, but if he wants to be a starter, he would have to go back to what he was as playing guard, So they already making that choice by having him play guard. So competition-wise, if Burford can get back to what he was as a rookie, I like his chances over Ben Barch. But I think Ben Barch is the hot hand right now. So we're going to have to see how training camp and preseason ends up being. But if I'm a betting man, I wouldn't bet against Spencer Burford, man. Burford has to prove himself, man. I just think it would be foolish of him. He needs to take advantage. So Burford has to prove otherwise. This is it, man. Final chance.